So I hope no one was getting attached to Lady Nagant because I've got some bad news for you, but let's get into it. Title of the chapter is Beautiful Words. The chapter starts with Overhaul and Nagant changing clothes and getting ready to go after Deku. Overhaul says he knows the student All For One was talking about because he's the one who ruined Overhaul's plans, a brat seriously infected by the hero syndrome. Nagant jokes about how she said he would be useful, but that's almost as if fate is helping them. Overhaul agrees to follow Nagant and help her identify the target as long as she promises she'll take him to the boss after it's all done. Cut to the present, Overhaul is screaming at Nagant because he's already fulfilled his part of the deal a long time ago. She has her gun aimed at him and says that from now on she'll have to increase the speed of her bullets even if it reduces her accuracy. Nagant shoots at Overhaul while commenting about how much she hates the hero education and that only when a person dies because of Deku's mistakes will he understand its problems. So at the end of the previous chapter, Izuku activated Black Whip, which allowed him to use his new technique called Pinpoint Focus, which basically just makes Black Whip into like a grappling hook for him. So now he's like shooting himself at Lady Nagant. While that was happening, Overhaul was yelling at Lady Nagant just like he is here in the spoilers, and that was also the first time that Izuku had noticed that Overhaul was there. And while this was happening, Nagant was threatening to shoot at Overhaul, and that was the cliffhanger of that chapter. And then we're coming to here where this sequence is still happening, but we kind of had like a flashback spruced in there. She expects Deku to hesitate and give her a chance to win, but he's already on the move. We finally get an explanation on the third's quirk, Fa Jin. It accumulates kinetic energy through repeated movements of a specific body part and releases it explosively. Deku was using his legs to avoid the kick Nagant bullets in the last chapter, so now he's able to release it all and use his Black Whip to add centrifugal force, boosting his speed even more. But first, this video is sponsored by, you guessed it, Extra Wallet. I've said it before, but it's the truth, guys. Extra Wallet is one of my favorite possessions. I use this thing almost every single day. Aside from its design and sleek aesthetics, my other favorite thing about it is its functionality, because if you press this button, your cards come to the top. I cannot get over how cool that is. Now, another thing that comes with the Extra Wallet is a tracking device that's solar powered. In case you lose your phone, you'll be able to use this to find it. And also, there's like this slot in the back that I think you can insert this into it. I personally use that slot for like notes or, you know, all the money that I have. But the tracker fits in there nicely and you got the little solar panel exposed. But most importantly, they're running a Father's Day sale right now where you can get up to 25% off site-wide. So check out the description, guys. I've got a nice old affiliate link in there for you to click on, and you'll also be helping your boy out and your dad or whoever else you want to buy an Extra Wallet for. Buy it for yourself. Use the Father's Day code on yourself. Thanks again, guys. Okay, so Fa Jin is explained, and for the most part, it's pretty much what we thought it was. But now it's even better than what I originally thought, at least in my opinion, because before it seemed like he had to stay stationary or something in order to use this. Because when we saw it before, he was kind of just in that crouch stance. But now it's through repeated movements. But not only that, later on it's going to be revealed that he can just store like one in the chamber if he wants to. He thinks to himself that he took inspiration from a scene anyone from his generation has seen multiple times. All Might soaring through the skies faster than any bullet. He claims this mix of 45% of One For All plus Fa Jin is pseudo 100%, and pushes Overhaul to the ground before Nagant's bullet hits him. So like I said, this makes things more interesting now, the way that he's combining his abilities. And also by using them, he can replicate force similar to 100% of One For All. That's why he's saying pseudo 100%. Because while he's not literally using 100% of One For All like we saw him going against Shigaraki in the war, kinetic energy release of Fa Jin in combination with 45% of One For All seems to produce a force similar to if he was using 100%. So he's kind of getting the benefits of a 100% move without having to pay the tax on it. Nagant is impressed, not only because of Deku's speed, but also because he started moving in Overhaul's direction at the exact moment she aimed the gun at him. Deku says he'll talk to Chisaki later and prepares to attack Nagant. The third user appears and says that in the last chapter, Deku's body received damage because he was using all of the quirks at once. One For All, 45%, plus Danger Sense, plus Fa Jin, plus Smokescreen, plus float. Just now, he only used One for All, Fa-Jin, and Black Whip, so he's safe to go. There's still some kinetic energy stored on his right leg, so he prepares his next attack. This is what I was talking about with Fa-Jin, how he can like have one in the chamber. This just makes it that much better. His next attack was a pseudo 100% Manchester smash, where he smashed on Lady Nagant's right arm. Deku told Lady Nagant that it's over because her gun was destroyed. Lady Nagant was free falling as she was amazed by Deku for not hesitating even for 1 second, as if saving Chisaki, who was a villain, was something natural. She remembered what the chairman told her about using her quirk to make society better, and she tried to remember since when became sick of hearing such kind of lip service. That's how it's written. So we're getting another pseudo 100% move with the Manchester Smash. Makes sense. 45% of One for All with Fa-Jin stored in his leg. That's where you're getting the pseudo 100%. At that moment, Deku took her hand to prevent her from falling. Deku told her that her bullet's trajectory towards Chisaki was a miss, and if she really fully supported All for One, she could have just shot her first bullet towards his waist area and it would be over for him. Deku told her that her heart was still the heart of a hero. Nagant showed a sincere smile, and when she was about to tell Deku that he is a true hero, her body began to crack and explode. The scene changed to All for One saying that he knew that people's heart are fluid, so he made sure to be fully prepared when she breached their contract. He, sarcastically, felt pity for Nagant because she was being used by other people until the end. But if she wants to blame anyone, she should blame that great quirk of hers. In the last panel, we saw Hawk's feathers flying towards the falling and burnt Nagant as Hawks caught her midair, showing that Hawks' wings have recovered. End of chapter. So All for One has been monitoring this whole situation, which is not a surprise. And he had a contingency plan for this, not a surprise also. So how is he making her explode here? Not really sure. And also from the leaked panels, I'm not really sure if she's completely dead because she's not like exploding into pieces. From what I saw, her body is still intact because when we see Hawks grabbing her, she still has like her full form. And as for Hawks coming out of nowhere, that's pretty interesting. And of course, they have history because they're both coming from the Public Safety Commission and she was his senpai. But Hawks' wings are back, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Let me know what you think about the spoilers in the comments. Do you think Lady Nagant is gone, or do you think she's going to survive this somehow? Let me know. And if you liked the video, please give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.